And it's the Bucks to start out. Looking at the starting five for Boston. They've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Pierce in at the 3. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the free throw, no good. Over to the wing. Paul for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
No surprise there from Paul. He's been doing that for 2 decades.
Over to the left wing. Here's Dandridge. Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Pierce. Allen outside. Here's Pierce. 6 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Celtics. Allen on the wing. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Robertson. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Dandridge. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
Abdul-Jabbar has gone 2 for 3 from the field. Paul looking it over. Pass to Allen from behind the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, one of Paul's greatest strengths is his passing. He really takes pride in making his teammates better.
Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Paul with a steal. Here's Pierce. Back to Allen. To the right side. Garnett passes to Adebayo. Here's Pierce. Checked by Mitchell. Pierce can't get to it.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Here's Paul. Soft touch off the glass. Paul's got 5 points.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
That one goes. Count it.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Bucks. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Brian, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. So it's Boston now, trailing by 2. And here's Adebayo, yet to see a basket. Adebayo sets a screen. Pierce, the pass to Adebayo. It's deflected. And he lobs it up to the rim. Tries to keep it alive. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Pass to Adebayo. Out to the wing. Here's Pierce. Again, the miss by Boston.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Pierce. Here's the pick. Paul drives in. And that one's good. Paul's got 7 points.
How about the savvy of Paul? You'd think the contact would bother him, but CP finds a way.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Marion passes to Mitchell. Here's Dandridge. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Boston trails by 6. Paul passes to Adebayo. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pierce can't get to it.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Kicks it out to Middleton. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Well, if you feed Middleton, you can count on him knocking down the jumper. He's been so reliable over the years.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Now Allen. He's got 6. Down low. Pass to Pierce. The fadeaway. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Count the basket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Outside Paul. Pass to Allen from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Allen's got 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Robertson. He's got 6. The shot's good.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
Adebayo passes to Allen. Back to Adebayo. Inside. Stolen by Middleton. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Middleton. And it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Pierce gets the bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Steps back. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Middleton. Back to Mitchell. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7. To the middle. Here's Adebayo.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Kicks it out to Middleton. No good from the wing. Boston on offense. Pass to Garnett. Over Middleton. And Boston again with the bucket.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Drops in the 3. Mitchell's got 10.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Paul. Pass to Bradley. Back to Paul. To the inside. Pritchard. Rejected by Mitchell.
Excellent defense from Mitchell. His coaches and teammates appreciate his hard work.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Outside Pritchard. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Allen. He takes it in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Paul.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul. And I love how they've been the aggressors on the offensive end. So unafraid of contact, looking to score points in the lane and at the free throw line.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
1:19 left to play in the first. It's Jackson, high post. That one no good. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Boston trails by 8. Down low. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff us down. That's just too easy.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Here's Paul after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Here's Bradley. Middleton covering. Shot clock at 5. Bradley passes to O'Neal. Can't get it to fall.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Allen. Shot from 16. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Buries it from 3. Richard's got 6 points.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And so it's Milwaukee closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Chris Paul, and it's Garnett in at the power forward position. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Boston trails by 9. The drive by Paul. Can't connect from short range.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Allen. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Pass to Allen. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Adebayo against Jackson. Left side, Paul. The 3, Allen. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Ball against Allen. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now. Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
The kick out to Adebayo. Takes the 3, and Allen gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. Allen's got 9 points now in the quarter. Pass to Middleton. Here's Dandridge. Over Adebayo. A nice shot by Dandridge. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Well, that's a high skill level shot that's difficult to contest. The turnaround was the right move there.
Here's Garnett. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 to shoot. Allen outside. Adebayo from long range. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Off the left rim and out.
Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
Adebayo is doubled. Here's Pierce. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Pierce. Middleton covering. Fades and shoots. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Pierce has got 6.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And Milwaukee decides to take their first time out here. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Milwaukee. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Dandridge passes to Allen. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 on the shot clock. Nice move. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the right wing. Here's Pierce. Middleton covering. Pierce can't get to it.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Allen with it, guarded now by Mitchell. And there it is for him. Pierce has got 6 here in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Middleton passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Middleton. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. There's the triple. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Ball against Allen. Outside Paul. And there's a pick. Over Allen. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Paul's got 9 points.
Well, Paul loves that area of the floor. A mid-range jumper for him is practically a layup.
Paul against Allen. Fires at the elbow. And yep, it's good. He's got 5.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Outside Adebayo. Pass to Allen. Here's Garnett. Here's Pierce. They get it again. And he goes in for the dunk.
Okay, showing he's capable of throwing it down.
Hey, I wish we saw more of these dunks from him. He obviously has the size and ability for it.
Well, remember, guys, size doesn't always equal athleticism.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
On the take, here's Adebayo, and Boston again with a bucket.
Yeah, Adebayo's really good at facing up from mid-range. Buries the jumper there.
Adebayo's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Paul. And Boston again with a bucket.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Mitchell against Allen. Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 12.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Inside. Back to Paul. Pass to Garnett. The kick out to Adebayo. Here's Garnett. Here's Pierce. And it's off from three-point range.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Robertson's shot is off. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Pierce. Bam! Hammers it down.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
Timeout called by Milwaukee. He's checked in for Cunningham.
Substitution on the court.
Boston on D. Middleton passes to Mitchell. From 11 feet away, Boston pulls it in. Now here's Pritchard. He has 6. Here's Pierce. Pass to Hauser. Thomas with a steal. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell down low.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, and he pulls the string on you.
Here's Pierce. Middleton covering. Here's Pierce. Over Middleton. The rebound by Robertson.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Spins. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Here's Pierce. Middleton covering. Howard down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. And that one misses. Here's Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11. They grabbed their own miss.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Pierce gets the bucket. Mitchell with the ball. He's got 14. It's scooped up. Abdul-Jabbar.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. And here's Pritchard. He has 6. O'Neal passes to Hauser. Here's Bradley. Checked by Mitchell. 3 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Hauser can't get it to go. And here's Milwaukee now. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. With the fadeaway. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Here's Pierce. Banked it in off the glass. Pierce has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Pass to Bradley. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Pierce. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Robertson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that up.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front, up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody.
I'm impressed with the effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's been their big And looking at where Milwaukee stands in the series, I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game? Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Boston leading by 3. We've got Mitchell, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5. Right side Paul. Here's Garnett. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now. And for Boston, they've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Allen in at shooting guard. Here's Paul. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The wily vet, Chris Paul, he'll bait you into fouls. He's got every trick in the book.
And so he makes both from the line. Milwaukee trails by 5. Pass to Robertson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Dandridge. 5 on the clock. Here's Robertson. Keeps it alive. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. And so Paul will bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 4. Allen in the high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Allen's got 20. Mitchell against Allen. Paul with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. It's stolen. Mitchell with room to shoot. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Mitchell's got 16 points.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Pass to Pierce. The 3 is up. Donovan Mitchell with a board. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dandridge. He's guarded by Paul. Out left to the wing. Here's Robertson. Plenty of room to knock down that one. 14 points for him. So it's Boston now. 2-point game. Here's Pierce. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Dandridge. Dandridge has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Drives to the hoop. Adebayo up top. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Paul. He's got 13. Count that one. And that's 15 points for Chris Paul.
Well, Paul is so good at picking his spots on offense. It allows him to get into a rhythm.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Mitchell. He's still feeling it. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Take it away. Here's Robertson. Now Mitchell. He's got 18. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Outside Paul. Pass to Garnett. Basket's good. Garnett's got 6 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
It's intercepted. Right side Adebayo. Adebayo is doubled. The 3, Allen. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance effort, and is blocked. Left side Paul. Adebayo passes to Allen. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Here's Pierce. Here's Adebayo. Bam, going to work inside.
From role player to all-star, Adebayo has made the leap. Why? Effort plays like that.
Here's Robertson. 14 points for him. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. To the left wing. Here's Pierce. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Robertson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Pierce. 12 points for him. Outside Paul. Stolen by Mitchell. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Marion. Got a piece of it. Outside Paul. To the middle. Allen, right side. Now here's Paul. Tightly guarded. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Middleton is checked in for Milwaukee. Robertson's shot is off. Boston leading by 8. Adebayo passes to Paul. Allen left side. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. Yes, it's good. Paul's got 17 points.
Yeah, everything is running through CP3 tonight. The team goes the way he goes.
Here's Middleton. And another miss by Milwaukee. Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Pierce. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Middleton. Launches it. Boston pulls it in. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Allen on the wing. There's the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Mitchell with the ball. Picked up by Allen. Allen against Mitchell. Pass to Robertson. And he lobs it up. Ball finds Adebayo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Adebayo had an NBA body right from the start. And you get the sense he's no stranger to that weight.
Bradley, he's checked in for Boston. Now here's Mitchell. 18 points for him. Pass to Robertson. Shoots over Paul. And Robertson gets it to go. 16 points for him.
Is showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Garnett passes to Adebayo. Now here's Paul. Adebayo sets a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing. Drained it for 2 points. Paul's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Paul's focus is always on playmaking, but that doesn't mean he won't find his own shot out there.
Floats one up. Adebayo with the rejection. They recover it. From outside, Mitchell is good.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Boston leading by 13. Paul with it. He's got 19. Shoots from the line. Doesn't go that time. Here's Robertson. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Allen comes in for Mitchell. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Here's Bradley. He's scoreless. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Paul. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Denied by Adebayo.
Well, you have to love Bam's mentality. Always looking for ways to disrupt things defensively.
Here's Bradley. Back to Adebayo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. He misses the free throw. Boston making a switch here. Allen's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. And he's all alone. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. The first free throw is good.
taking 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Milwaukee trails by 14. Middleton passes to Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Out to the right wing. Pritchard surviving the D. To the paint. Here's Garnett, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Boston leading by 14. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Allen. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the top of the key. And Boston again with the bucket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Middleton up top. They swipe it. Right side Pritchard. Here's the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's Boston out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Here's Allen. They've got Chris Middleton. Mitchell out there with Jackson. And it's Dandridge in at the 4. Outside Pritchard. Here's Bradley. Allen outside. 4-3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Here's Mitchell. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the second half. Boston leading by 20. Here's Bradley. There's a screen. Pass to Pritchard. Now Allen. Now O'Neal. Defended by Jackson. Just 2 to shoot. Three-pointer Pritchard. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Allen, left side. Mitchell up top. Puts it up. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Mitchell's got 25 points in the game.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Allen outside. Launches a 3. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Allen against Pritchard. Pass to Bradley. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
And that's his fourth. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Outside Pritchard. 5 on the clock. Pass to Garnett. Mitchell grabs the miss. Mitchell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Allen, the pass to Middleton. Here's Mitchell from outside the arc. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And here's Pritchard. Allen outside. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Middleton outside. Mitchell up top. He shoots. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Boston leading by 22. Here's Bradley. Back to Allen. Bradley sets a screen. The 3 is up. Allen can't get it to go.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him. Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Now Pritchard. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Garnett. 5 to shoot. Outside Pritchard. The 3. Counted from distance. Pritchard's got 11 in the second half.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Counted.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence, taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
Here's Pritchard, and the shot's good. Pritchard's got 22 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Allen outside. No one near him. And Boston again with the bucket. And here's Milwaukee now. Allen, right side. Mitchell against Allen with the crossover. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Here's Bradley. Pass to O'Neal. Over Jackson. O'Neal misses. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Saw a window and Middleton wasted no time. Those long limbs are hard to cover.
Here's Bradley. Up top O'Neal. Right wing. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Boston with some changes. Adebayo comes in for O'Neal. And it's Chris Paul in for Bradley. Here's Robertson. And the layup is good off the glass. Robertson's got 20 points.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Here we go, fans. Put your hands together for
And while we have a moment here, let's take a look at our player of the game. Someone who really took over and earned this award tonight.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Yeah, this is something he will remember forever. These types of performances in the playoffs are what define a player's legacy.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Now here's Pritchard. To the wing, right side. Pierce. Again, the miss by Boston.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Pass to Mitchell. To the left side wing. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Paul. Shoots over Paul. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more. Pritchard with it. Over to the wing. Right side Adebayo. Outside O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Pass to Paul. Over Middleton. And that one's good. Paul's got 23.
For this team, what a luxury it is having Chris Paul. This guy has a 24-second shot clock running in his head.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Second chance shot. O'Neal pulls it in. Boston leading by 18. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton. Milwaukee making a switch here.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
Pass to Mitchell. And he can't get that one. Nice D from Pritchard. Here's Pierce. The 3-ball. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mitchell, the pass to Dandridge. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's covered by O'Neal. Pass to Dandridge. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Robertson. Denied by Adebayo. And here's Pritchard. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Pritchard's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Count it. Abdul-Jabbar's got 25 points in the game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Throws it up high. Cuts off the pass. And Pritchard, here we go. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Beasley. .152 left in the fourth. Pass to Pritchard. Back to O'Neal. Clock at 6. Now here's Pritchard. He's closely guarded. The baseline J is off the mark. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Marion. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Marion's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Beasley. Outside Pritchard. From downtown. Sinks it from distance. Pritchard's got 30.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Now Beasley. Outside Pritchard. Out to Beasley. 4 on the clock. And again, Boston with the triple.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
It's Beasley on the wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution for the Celtics, Sam Hauser.
There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. The three from Mitchell, and the three-pointer goes. Mitchell's got 36 points.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Richard from deep three-point land. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So we see Boston get the win here. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.